So I'm going to talk as my journey as a former pastor's wife.
You are a former pastor's wife?
Yes, sir.
Is the pastor still a pastor?
Yes, sir.
That statement means that you're not together anymore?
Yes, sir. We married as he was a bro, not a pastor. Then we traveled out of the country. Well, eventually, by the time I was returning home, he was a full-fledged pastor, heading his zone at that time. So when I came back home, and I had to conform to a particular shape or a particular way a pastor's wife has to be. Like there's an image that the church people want the pastor's wife to look at that is different from who you are. Then there is a part of a responsibility that wants to be laid on you as being a pastor's wife that you are not even ready for, or you don't even want to. You have to dress in a particular way. You have to associate with a particular set of people. And some set of people, you have to carry yourself in such a way so that you don't look like you are bringing yourself low. So there are some people that when you associate with them, it's like, don't you know you're a pastor's wife? You shouldn't be
associating with those people.
Yeah. These were people that I knew when I was young. You know, those are friendships that I've had for a long time. My being a pastor's wife, those don't have to
take
now
away your
make
humanity.
me. Some of these expectations were even unrealistic for me because at that time we just relocated back home to Nigeria and my children were younger. And I like to be a career person. I like the ministry. I like to serve God. I've always served God. And I'm passionate about people. I like to take care of other people. But it got to a stage where the need of the church people was put above
the need at home.
The need at home. And the funniest thing is, I like to smile a lot. I will still appear in church smiling. And sometimes I might have just cried. It's as bad as sometimes there might not be food in the house.
Are you serious?
Yes. You know when somebody just neglects that part that you are going to be all right. And when there is no food, I've always bring out things that I would do to make sure there is food.
Yes.
Up until like I will sell pap. Try to do everything I can lay my hands on to get by, because I discovered that if we have to talk about money, it becomes an issue. I grew up seeing my mom depending on my stepdad for a lot financially. And in my mind as a girl, I'd vow that I would never get to a point where I would depend. So from a very young age, I did things like, and I studied. So now coming back to marriage, you can't work. You just came back. The children are small, so you need to take care of the children. I think that was what broke me the more.
You were stopped from working?
Yes.
Why?
The children were small, they're little, so I have to not work. It's like, I'm now saying that, so if I don't work, what I went through as a child is going to come back to my children. I studied while I was in school.
Yes.
I did 8 years in college. So by the time I graduated, I was a chartered accountant.
Yes.
So I put all the work in. Do you understand what it's like?
To build your career.
Like when you see your friends in college, go out to play. You go to study.
Yes.
And when the reason why you're doing it is supposed to be that I can say, oh yes, I can reap the fruits of my labor. Now, because of marriage, because of raising children, because of that, I won't do anything. So for me, it's a mental.
The fact that you have to leave your career to focus on children was not a conversation you both sat down to have and agreed on.
Oh no.
It was more like you were forced into that?
Yes. Yes.
Why didn't you protest?
Oh, I did with everything inside of me. But I got broken at a point because you want peace in the home. And it now all points out like, it's nothing. Just listen to him. Is he not taking care of you? And now here, if he pays school fees and pays the rent, what else do you want as a woman? Is he not doing his best? So there are other needs that are outside of school fees and rent.
Yes.
So,
like your personal fulfillment.
Exactly. Like what makes me wake up in the morning and feel like I'm human. So then, to the point where you don't have a woman does not have anything or any purpose outside of the husband's purpose. And now to the point where choose one. Do you want to go ahead and chase your purpose, or do you want to pick the marriage? Then I would go to authorities in church that we could see around that time.
Yes.
And there was a council, and they thought it was about money. It wasn't about money. It was about the empowerment
Yes.
Not just for me.
Yes.
For our children and for him. Because I see that there are times that business are slow. And he would need to get money. And he would have asked outsiders for money. But imagine if I was empowered enough. And this is not that I want to stay home. I studied for this. I want to be out there. My goal as a child was to be the accountant general of the federation.
Really?
Oh yes, that was it. So, and I started the path, and it was as if, when you'll be frustrated to the point that you'll stop. So I now saw it as if it was not just about the children. It was about something wanting to kill my destiny. It became unbearable, and pressure made me stop canceling. People in church like, Shebi is just to stop working. You will walk back now. Shebi, he will provide for you. He will this for me. I don't just want him to provide for me. I want to do something
with your life.
Yes. And I feel like if I'm not doing something, there's a lot in me that is dying. Then I'm looking at my children. I want to be a role model to them too.
And this lifestyle you are conforming to, your children won't.
No. It got to a point, my daughter was asking me, Mom, when are we going to leave this place? One particular day I woke up in the middle of the night and I was praying to God, that God, kill me if you would not do something. So instead of me focusing on praying for my children, I was always praying that God, let this marriage be better. So I neglected the children. I was caring for them, but I neglected carrying them in prayers. I started praying to God that kill me if I'll continue life like this. I can't. Then there was temptation from outside. There were men that liked and would, the things that he was not ready to give.
Yes.
They were throwing at me.
You faced that too.
Oh, in Lagos? Yes.
My God.
And will I say I wasn't tempted? Yes, I was. Then I now looked at it like, God, if I'm caught in the act, who will listen that it was pressure that pushed me to it?
Yes.
Things that as a single that I didn't even think of.
Yes.
Then I'm now like, God will not be happy with me doing this. The people will also castigate me for doing this. So why don't I run? And rather die trying to make a means and take care of children than live and conform to a particular way people want me to be. You are hearing that your issue is not that much, it's not that deep. You just keep praying, things will change. I prayed. When it got to the point where I started thinking of killing myself, meanwhile, I will still show up in church.
Wow.
I will still do what I'm expected to do.
And you still dance? I
will still dance. And people will still admire me.
Interesting.
And people will still tell me, oh, you are very fortunate to have
this man.
Yes. I eventually got the courage to run. I didn't have a dime.
You ran?
Yes, I did. I ran.
You ran, you never divorced?